Gilmore Girls, You Jump, I Jump Jack, and the paintball scene. Did they actually get hit with paintball? Because it always looked fun, but dangerous. First, I'm going to answer your question with yes and no. We'll get into that in a moment. And please don't scroll. If you love behind the scenes content, even if you're not a Gilmore Girl fan, you might appreciate this moment in time. Hi, I'm Valerie. I was the key set costumer on Gilmore Girls, and this is what happened during that scene. For the most part, that scene was shot as a oneer, and it was done in one take with some additional footage of the stunt people being splattered. But everything you saw with the actors was shot in one single take, and they had no other take that was perfect. We had started shooting that scene sometime between 5 o'clock and 6:39. That's not a lot of time to shoot any scene, much less a scene on Gilmore Girls with stunts. Why do I know that it took place between that time? Because I have timestamps on my photos, and the sun was setting at 6:30. Now, I did say that we shot that scene at 6:39. The actor that played Robert, Nick Holmes, was brought on to do that role because of his abilities at doing the thing with the thing that he was holding in his hand, which I cannot mention because, well, let's just say TikTok's going to suppress it if I do. I know this because the last time I told this story, they did not allow the story to be told. The scene sets up with Nick Holmes' character, Robert, and Matt Zuckery's character of Logan with their things in their hands, holding it and doing the thing they need to do to splatter these stunt people that are being propelled through the air. How are the stunt people being propelled through the air? Well, they are standing on a ram, which is filled with air. It's a hydraulic-like pressure device that then propels them through the air. I'm trying to use the right words because if I use the wrong words, something will happen. It's basically skeet, but with people. Now, once the stunt people get propelled through the air, there is a very large airbag that they will land on, which is safe. I mean, it might be a little fun, but it also might be, I don't know. They probably didn't feel that great the next day, right? But they were not hurt really in any way, shape, or form. This is really hard to describe this scene without using the words that the scene starts off with Nick Holmes, and then it moves on to Tank and Alexis and Matt, and then it goes back to Matt doing his thing with the thing that he is holding. But you don't see Matt hitting anyone, right? Because Matt does not know how to hit. Anything that you see that is being hit by Nick Holmes. Of course, there is a lot of logistic nightmares with this because you have a lot of moving parts that were people. Now, as far as Tank, he doesn't get hit with the paintball, but Finn does. And the actor Tank Sod is clean at the very beginning. He does not get hit by a real paintball because he's an actor and he's not doing the stunts, right? What he did was he did his part in the scene. It's a oneer, right? And then he walks behind camera where he is quickly taking his jacket off, and I am holding the other jacket that he has to put on. The other jacket is pre-rigged with a paintball hit, and then he has to get into the gurney where they whisk him away at the very end of the scene. Everything about that scene was cleverly choreographed, and if one person made a mistake, you would never have seen it on camera.